Welcome to the channel, Ahilan here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Kindle Pages Read program known as KENP. And first off, KENP stands for Kindle Edition Normalized Pages. And what this is every single month, Kindle, or Amazon I should say, sets aside a certain amount of funds. So anywhere between 15 to 20 million. So from that pot of money, you're going to be paid a certain amount for every single page read, right? So it's a global select fund is what they call it, and they set aside this fund every single month, and again it's between 15 to 20 million dollars. So typically speaking, for fiction readers, this is where the bulk of your money is going to be made, right? So if you're a fiction publisher, you're going to be making most of your money from, I'm just put FIC for short. You're going to be making most of your money from the Pages Read program, because the fiction reader is a different type of reader. They're a voracious type of reader, and a fiction reader reads for entertainment as opposed to nonfiction, where nonfiction readers either read for knowledge or to solve a problem. And by knowledge, I mean learning a new skill set, etc. So I've only come across one person who made a whole lot of money in nonfiction through the Pages Read program. However, 99% of nonfiction publishers will not make anything substantial off the Pages Read program. I personally don't make a whole lot off the Pages Read program. You can just consider it more of a supplementary income, you know, for your publishing income, because for nonfiction your money's coming from not ebooks primarily, but physical books or paperback books and audiobooks as well. Now, if you want to learn more about this, I go into further in-depth detail in Passive Income Publishing Academy. You can check out the link in the description. It's the best course on the market and the most up-to-date course on the market. Now, going back to the KENP program, so you're being paid per page read. You're being paid around 0.0049 cents. So that's literally half a cent of half a cent, right? So let's check it out. So you need to have substantial amounts of pages read to make anything worthwhile. So let's say you do 1,000 pages read per month. That's only gonna equate to $5. So $4.90. Now let's see if we can do 10,000 times 0.0049. So that's $49, right? For 10,000. So you would have to do probably 100,000 and above to make anything substantial, and that's what fiction publishers do. So they have hundreds of thousands of pages read every single month. And again, fiction is a different type of ball game. My course primarily teaches nonfiction, because it's a different type of ball game, and they're both extremely profitable. I'm not going to bash on one or this. I obviously have a bias toward nonfiction, but I personally like nonfiction because there's a much lower barrier of entry as opposed to fiction. Because fiction takes a lot of upfront capital, and you really need to build a brand. With nonfiction, you can actually get away with making $10,000 a month without building a brand, you know, just off publishing many books, right? So that's the difference between fiction and nonfiction. And in the past, I think I should mention in this video, just for your information, in the past there were loopholes that were abused, and I'm not too sure. I believe I think some publishers perhaps will abuse it. So the loophole was, what happened was, publishers used to create a clickable table of contents, and then they would link that table of contents to the end of their book, right? They would link their table of contents to the end of the book, and what this would do is that would make this would make Amazon think that the customer has read through all their book's pages. So what they would do is they would stuff their book with fluff. They would perhaps use Google Translate and translate their book in 3, 4, 5 different languages, and then just put it all in there, and then use a clickable table of contents to bring the customer to the end of the page, and this would equate to hundreds of thousands of pages read. Now, this is a loophole, and many publishers got terminated because of this. Amazon was very angry. I don't think perhaps a few publishers got away with making, a few $1,000s here and there, but Amazon eventually caught up to them, and most publishers didn't get away with it because Amazon takes 60 days to pay. Kindle takes 60 days to pay you out for your royalties. So Amazon caught them before they could get a chance of getting anything out of it. And also, I want to touch on the point on loopholes. You never want to build your business on loopholes, right? Loopholes are short term, right? And anything that's short term won't last, right? A business, anything worthwhile takes effort. Anything that has longevity takes a certain amount of hard work and effort to put into, right? And that's what I teach in Passive Income Publishing Academy. So again, you never want to build a business based on a loophole because it will never last. You may make money temporarily, I'm sure people have, but in the long term, you will not make money with basing your business on loopholes. So that's going to be all for this video. I hope it was informative in regards to the Kindle pages read program and the difference between fiction and nonfiction and how money is made, and as well as the history, I guess you could say, of it in regards to loopholes. So this is basically my thoughts on if you can make money with it or not. Of course, you can make money with it with fiction. However, nonfiction, it's not going to be a substantial amount. So that's going to be all for this video. Again, link in the description, Passive Income Publishing Academy, the best course on the market and the most up-to-date course on the market. If you want to learn how to make money online on autopilot and run a successful self-publishing business where people have made thousands of dollars online, check it out. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.